Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. Hi everyone, welcome to a new drawing video. Today I'm showing you my digital process of painting a portrait in Procreate without using many lines. I still use some lines, but very minimal. I started off with this sketch. I think it's like at least a year old. It was kind of an old sketch that I took from my Procreate files and decided to experiment with painting it. I've been wanting to try more painting without any line art for a while because sometimes I just get tired of the way I draw, and I've felt burnt out before, and sometimes I've read that you can switch things up a bit by changing your materials or changing a very part of your style. So my style is very much heavily line art based, thick bold lines, and I always find it to be a really interesting challenge to paint without any lines. And it's funny because I usually save lines for the last step, and it's also my favorite step, so painting like this feels like I'm not finished sometimes. So I started off by blocking in the base colors. I always start with skin tone when I'm coloring in portraits. So I do the whole shape of her skin, and then I started to block in the shadow areas. Just a light shadow, nothing too bold or dramatic right now. I ended up putting in some lines and outlining the details in her eyes and eyebrows. And from there, I kind of just work towards the blush color and really try to render out the face without blending too much. I love a graphic style when it comes to painting without lines, because showing shapes and hard edges are always so much fun in my opinion. I'd rather show a graphic style of painting than something that's realistic. For those asking, I'm using the Procreate app on my iPad. Pretty much all of my digital drawings now are done with Procreate. And the brushes I use are mostly default brushes. I use the 6B pencil, and I kind of modify it a little bit to go get bigger and respond more to my pencil pressure. But that is my sketch brush, and aside from that, I believe I use the dry ink brush for lines. That's my favorite outlining brush. It's got a little bit of a texture to it, but it's very very bold and clean as well. For this painting, I was also going for, again, a very graphic style, but also putting an importance on shapes. So I wanted her to fit within this really narrow shape within her hair. And I'm so happy with how it turned out. I really enjoyed working on this piece, and I think I will want to do more similar to this. One thing that it was challenging for me to do was to stop myself from rendering. When painting portraits, I always want to blend and layer colors, and again, my goal here was a graphic style with hard edges, and so I think I had to undo some rendering at some point because I got carried away, but I think it looked better in the end that way. Like I said earlier, today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one website building platform that allows you to do everything you need for your business all in one place. Recently, I have been trying to revamp my whole website because I built it back in 2017, I believe, and I've updated it here and there, but I thought it was time for a whole new like redesign for the website. So I got to choose between all of the awesome templates they have on Squarespace. It was hard to choose because they're really pretty and they definitely have different purposes. So the one I needed, I wanted to be very simple, and my last website was pretty cluttered, and I put like as much information as I possibly could on there. And this time around, I wanted to narrow it down a bit and keep it more simplified, not so many pages, maybe combine them. I went for like a green colored theme and a vertical menu on the left side, which I really liked. I did like an events page and added a storefront section and posted a photo of that, but like it was unedited, so you can edit photos right there on the website, because like sometimes you don't have Photoshop or you just want to upload a photo from your phone but it doesn't fit correctly. So like on Squarespace you can edit it and like put filters on it or whatever you want. I'm so happy with how my website is turning out so far. I still have some work to do. My store is also cluttered. I have like way too many items on there and a lot of it's sold out. And I want to retake the photos for the items, so I'll show you guys in the next video that process. If you want to try out Squarespace, they have a free trial, and if you like it, you can go to squarespace.com/Jacquelin to get 10% off your first purchase. I think you could see me tinkering with the shape of her face after a while. One of my favorite tools on Procreate is using the liquify tool to nudge any facial features or anything that looks a little bit wonky. We've all tried flipping our canvases before, and you see everything looks so weird and off and crooked, and the easiest way to perfect that is to use the liquify tool and nudge everything back into shape, flip it, and then do the same thing. And you'll come to a nice middle ground where it looks great, both flipped and not flipped. So if you see all of her face shape change a little bit all of a sudden, that's because I use the liquify tool. In the end here, I did some overall shading. I did lots of local shading and details, but I wanted to add like a shadow across like half of her body and face. So you can use layers and do things like that. But yeah, I hope you had fun watching this little process video, and let me know if you liked this style or if you want me to do more videos like this. I definitely had fun painting it. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!